Hey guys, Mike from Jeeps on the Run. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about EV chargers. We've got two chargers behind us from Wolfbox. If you follow their social media feed or their website, you'll see some of their products. They've got some great electronic gadgets, but today we're reviewing the Wolfbox chargers. We've got two different styles here. We're gonna go into the differences between them, what the benefits are, and some of the cool features that both of these carry. We are gonna be showing how this works in a different video once it's installed for our 4xe Wrangler. Keep in mind, these chargers can be utilized with pretty much any electric vehicle that's on the road. So again, thanks Wolfbox. Let's dig in, let's show you what these differences are, let's show you what these chargers are about, and let us know what you think. So we've got two different ones here. We've got the EV40 and the EV50. So the 50 amp one is going to certainly charge at a faster rate than the 40 amp. There are some differences in how you're going to be required to install them. So depending on your setup, one may be easier, and let's show you why. So regardless of whatever charger you pick, whether it's a 40 or 50 amp, you're going to get RFID cards. This would be super helpful. Let's say you have an Airbnb or a rental property. You could allow a rental person to use this card with the rental to charge their vehicle. You could also use a smartphone through the Bluetooth. You can use smartphone enable. Those features we'll get into once it's installed, but both 40 and 50 amp will have that. They're also both waterproof. So you can install them outside regardless. These are 100% waterproof. There's a display there. Again, we'll get into the details. There's a display here which shows you what the charger is doing. This one is the 40 amp version. So you're gonna get a plug like this. So it requires a 50 amp circuit. These plugs are commonly found on RV sites and that kind of sort. So keep that in mind. Maybe that's a feature that you want to travel with this. You could actually travel with an RV site and use this. But this is a kind of an easy install. You can plug it right into a 50 amp outlet that has this style plug in your garage and you're good to go. These do have 25-foot cords and they do have mounts for everything. Again, we'll get into that in the install video. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is the 50 amp charger. So while you are going to get a little more speed depending on the vehicle you're charging, this one does require a 70 amp circuit to install. The other thing you should keep in mind, and this is one thing Wolfbox is some constructive criticism. So you've got the same charger, which we showed you, same exact thing. The only difference is instead of a plug, you've got these, I'm assuming about 4-gauge wires coming out of it with the crimped/tinned ends, if you will. So you've got to connect this into a box and then splice this back into your main breaker panel. I would rather see this have no whip here at all, to where we could install directly into the outlet or into the charger itself, which would save me from having to splice this into a separate box to go back into the panel. It'd be one less step. So if you are installing this 50 amp one, you do need a 70 amp breaker, and you will have to you will have to deal with this. And the reason this is, you don't want to just put a plug on this, because the plugs that would be designed to plug in are not rated for the 70 amp breaker that this requires. So it wouldn't come to code. So this does need to be hardwired in. That is the difference. It's got takes a little more power, so it takes a little more heavier gauge wire to operate. So those are the real differences between the 40 and 50 amp chargers. The functionality of them is the same. The Bluetooth features and all of the great features of them being wireless, RFID, that gives you feedback to the app, as well as being waterproof, are standard on both. So again, we're going to install one. We're going to show you how it works. We'll do an install video as well as an actual review of once it's installed, the actual function of it. So at least now you can understand the differences between the two Wolfbox chargers if you're out there shopping these great products. As always, like and subscribe. Let us know down below what vehicle you're charging and what charger you're using, and are you having good luck with it.